I've never been a big fan of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, especially since they stepped away from their royal duties and moved to California almost 2 years ago. But their recent tour of Colombia really pushed me over the edge. Let me paint the picture for you. Last week, Harry and Meghan flew to Colombia and acted like they were the next Kennedys. Can you believe this trip reportedly cost Colombian taxpayers around $500,000? That's a huge amount of money for any country, especially one struggling with widespread poverty. The visit was supposed to be about meeting community leaders and learning how Colombia is recovering after years of civil war. But it quickly became clear that this was nothing more than a PR stunt to boost their fading celebrity status in America. They weren't really meeting community leaders or helping anyone. Instead, they were mingling with celebrities and posing for photos. Let's go over some of the more absurd moments. On their first day, they got a private tour of the Gold Museum in Bogota. Now, Harry might not be the sharpest, but even he should have known that showing off expensive jewels in a country with such extreme poverty was a huge mistake, and it only got worse from there. They stayed in the presidential suite at the luxurious Macam Hotel, one of the most exclusive spots in Colombia. Seriously, do they even hear themselves? Claiming to care about ordinary people's struggles while living it up in a five-star hotel funded by taxpayers. Hypocrites. One of their big photo ops was at a local community center, but they only stayed for 10 minutes, didn't have a real conversation with anyone, and then rushed off for cocktails with a bunch of celebrities nearby. Real down-to-earth stuff, right? That's really helping the little people. It was all just for show. They made a big deal about dropping in, but didn't actually do anything meaningful or lasting. They put on some sunscreen and called it a day. Harry even had the nerve to get up on stage and talk about truth and reconciliation like he's an expert. Last I checked, Prince, you've never had a real job and know nothing about Colombia's painful history of violence. Just be quiet and let the locals who have actually suffered speak for a change. To top it all off, one of their final events was a fancy charity gala where they danced the night away. The event was conveniently hosted by some music producers and Tom Brady, which is ironic considering the trip was supposedly about learning from community leaders. What a joke. Seeing pictures of them laughing and sipping champagne while millions of Colombians struggle is just sickening. Like I've been saying all along, they're not real royals and they don't deserve public money for these useless vanity projects. They want all the glitz and glamour that comes with their royal titles, but none of the duty or responsibility. Let's be real, Harry has as much right to prance around Colombia as I do to play second base for the Yankees. These two have convinced themselves they're still important public figures when, in reality, no one cares what they're up to. They're just another pair of rich, entitled American celebrities, but the difference is they're still holding on to these meaningless royal titles for PR reasons. Now, you might be thinking, what's the big deal? It was just a harmless trip, and they were raising money for charity. But it's more than that. By strutting around Colombia like they owned the place, while ordinary families struggle to afford basic necessities, they're showing a shocking detachment from reality and a complete lack of self-awareness. It also hurts the image of the British royal family that Harry claims he still wants to represent and protect. Make no mistake, Charles and William are furious about this. While Harry and Meghan indulge in their Hollywood fantasies, the real working royals are out there every day doing walkabouts and supporting causes that truly need attention. This Colombia trip has exposed Harry and Meghan as the posers they really are. They're no longer fit to represent the Queen or be part of trips like this anymore. What really grinds my gears is how they exploit their royal titles and connections for commercial gain while refusing to do any actual royal duties. Time and again, we've seen them make millions from lucrative Netflix and Spotify deals by trading on their royal status. When they visited New York last month, they were using their titles to rub shoulders with big business elites and politicians. Clearly, the royal connection works well for them when it comes to making money or boosting their celebrity brand. But the moment anyone asks them to do actual charity work or public engagements for the UK, they start complaining about privacy and being true to themselves. You can't have it both ways. Harry, either commit fully to your royal duties or give up the titles for good. You have to choose exploit the titles for profit or leave them behind and live a completely private life. This half-in, half-out approach needs to stop. The Queen has been incredibly patient with them so far, but the royals are starting to realize that Harry and Meghan's behavior is seriously damaging the institution. It makes the monarchy look out of touch when someone sixth in line to the throne is out there on taxpayer-funded trips to Colombia without any accountability or sense of duty. Please don't forget to subscribe to our The King newspaper channel to get more updates in the future. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a lovely evening, and we'll be back to see you again. Bye bye. Bye.